Hi guys, welcome to OG Cars, and in today's video I shockingly buy yet another car, and this time I was going to say something completely different, but it's not, because I've had a few Minis now. But I thought, what's the next step up from a classic Mini daily driver? And I did the right thing and went for an MG Metro. So firstly, the age-old story, how did I come to buy yet another car? Well, turns out I was at work looking at eBay auctions, as I normally do, have the watch list, you know, in the corner. I am actually doing work at work, obviously. Sam, obviously. And inside I've got my watch list, and I was literally about to do a site visit, and there was a minute left on the auction. I said, Sam, 1 second, just got to put a bid in and see if I get it. I put a bid in and I got it in the last few seconds. Sorry to whoever else was bidding. I was one of those people that came in at the last second. And yes, I ended up winning this MG Metro. So not long after, I went to my parents' house, and on the way back, Dad gave me a lift to go and pick this car up. I came back, G had no idea that I had bought it, and then when she said, what's that car on the drive, I said, oh, no idea. It is mine. This is my MG Metro. It's actually been mine for probably a couple of months now. It's been a daily driver for me. Took over from the classic Mini. The classic Mini was great fun, but I was fueling it up all the time, and I needed a bit more room to put some computer equipment in the back. So this has been ideal. I've put computers, printers in the back of this. It's got central locking. It's an MG Metro, so it's got the 1.3 engine, which we all know and love, and it's just great fun to drive. My friend Craig back in Chippenham had a couple of Austin Metros. He had a later one and an earlier one, both of which I really quite enjoyed. He gave me rides out on them, and they were cool looking cars. I quite like these, and I've always liked the styling of the MG as well. So when this came up and it was fairly cheap, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I love the MG styling. So you've got the spoiler, you've got the side stripes, you've got the wrong rear stripe on this one, but it's had the Clubman bit removed, so it looks like Metro 1.3, and it's red, so it goes with the MG theme. It's got the lovely interior, which we'll go into in a moment, but it's got these lovely wheels, which I think are styled on the earlier sort of wheel trim style. Obviously there would have been metric tyres, and wheels which are obsolete now. So it's got these alloys on, which are a similar design to those wheel trims, which look nice. And yeah, it's got the sort of like color coded white everything, but this being a Mark II but a slightly earlier one, it has a low level fuel cap instead of the higher one that came on the ones literally just after this. So I just want to pop into the interior now and just talk about that, because I think it's a really nice place to be, and I really like the styling of it. It's sort of like this grey and red styling, but they've gone really overboard on the red, which I really like. So you've got the red carpets. Someone's put these very nice mats in, so you've got that red MG and the outline on a black mat, but you've got, yeah, red carpet, you've got red on the steering wheel.
I just noticed it matches your hoodie.
It matches my hoodie. Well, I've got a black hoodie, but I've got the red on there, yeah. I've decided to wear the red MG logo hoodie, which I got from Nathaniel Cars when I worked there, because I thought it did really go with this car. They've even got red seat belts, look at that. And on the backs of the seats you've got MG in red. It's meant to have a red stripe along the back. They're both long gone on the front seats. The rear seats still have them, although we have been using this as a daily, so I've got a dog cover in the back, just so that Hudson doesn't get his hair everywhere. But as I say, lots of red, what's not to like? And this car even has a clock inside, and it has a sunroof up here. So on days like this where it's kind of sunny in between all of the rain we've been having, it's great fun. But overall, I just wanted to say that this car has been great fun to own. I bought it because I wanted a natural progression from the Mini upwards into the Metro, and as I say, my friend had the Austin Metro, and I've always liked the styling of the MG, so I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. I had my eye on a few. This was quite cheap. To be fair, I think it's cheaper than it should have been. I won it on eBay auction, so it went for whatever it went for. But ultimately, the reason why it was a little bit cheaper is it's got some stone chips, the stripes aren't quite as well applied as they could be, it's got a couple of bubbles on the doors, and a couple of other small things, but other than that, no real problem. I mean, I've been driving this daily with no problems at all, and I should probably touch wood somewhere, because that's gonna kick me very shortly. But it's been great fun, and as I say, it's been able to take all of my items for work with me, and it's got a slightly bigger fuel tank. I'll admit it's not actually as big as maybe I was aiming for when I was doing my progression from the Mini, because I do some longer journeys as well as like almost 30 miles a day still. So yeah, I still needed something which could take the miles, but this has been doing it, no problem at all.
Very quickly, just while Owen is debating what else he'd like to say, I've noticed that the flies, they love the MG.
They love it.
They love it.
So there we have it. There's our new purchase. Now, Admittedly, this video is a bit smaller, but there's more things to touch on this car very soon. We wanted to do a bit of a comparison with a classic Mini that this replaced. So watch the channel, because shortly we'll have a video pitting the classic Mini against this and my reasons for why I think this was the better purchase to go for. In the long run, this probably isn't going to be a keeper either, just like the Mini. I wanted to experience some other things along the way, and you guys have experienced them with me. So thanks for following the journey. If you've got any questions, anything you'd like to see, just put them in the comments below. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you all very shortly in the next one.